Hey, what's going on, Sagittarius? Butch Tarot here. Gonna do one week read. It is a general read, so it will not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. If you haven't already, like and subscribe, and always feel free to comment down below. So let's get it. Universe, what do we have for Sagittarius? What is going on for the Sagittarius? Oh, that's greasy. Here's what we have for Sagittarius. One more shuffle for Sagittarius. Let's do that one more time. One more shuffle for Sagittarius universe. What we have for Sagittarius. There we go. All right, Sagittarius. So the first thing I see, Sagittarius, is I feel like there's somebody already around you. Now this is somebody that you could be already dealing with or already have dealt with. But I feel like there's some things left undone here. Because we have the Tower in reverse. I feel like things haven't come to a complete. Like there's no complete end here. And I feel like the reason that we have this is because I feel like you were dealing with someone that you felt they weren't giving. They weren't opening up to you. They didn't really have those real feelings that you wish that they had. But from what I see is they absolutely did. They just didn't know how to tell you. You know, I feel like this person, one of you has more options. But we're not looking at that. I don't feel like either one of you has truly moved on from this. Like, I feel like there was a point when you were looking at the negatives and not the positives, but you weren't seeing what was right in front of you. And I feel like it wasn't only the fact that you weren't seeing it, and it wasn't like it was clearly in front of you. It was there, but you weren't picking it up. This person truly wanted more from this than they allowed you to believe. The way they looked at you was the way you want your person to look at you, but I feel like there was a lot of hesitance in this person. They look at you as someone nurturing, and someone caring, someone giving, someone that gives them that feeling of security. But I feel like they couldn't express that to you because of, like I said, there was some looking at negatives and not the positives here. I feel like they had a hard time opening up. And where they had a hard time opening up, I feel like you took that as they didn't have those feelings to give. But like I said, I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like there's a lot of anxiety. I feel like there's a lot of late nights. I feel like they still wonder about you. They still want to know what's going on. They still want this to move forward. They still want to build that foundation. Like I said, one of you has options, but neither one of you are exploring any other options. You guys are still kind of hooked in this energy, this circle energy, and there's no end. That's why I call it the circle, because it just continues to keep going and going and going, and no matter how much one pulls away, the other one gets pulled in, and it's all about finding that balance. Allowing yourself to give to the situation. Now, what I do see coming up for you is I do see some communication opening up. I feel like this person's finally ready to let you know how they've been feeling. And not only by them telling you, but I feel like you're going to see it in their actions as well. And I do see a lot of forward movement here. I do see this moving forward really quickly. I feel like what was holding you back is the fact that one of you wasn't ready to, give up that control of having feelings that they weren't sharing because of the fact that they didn't know how or when was the right time. Sometimes people hold back even if they have really strong feelings. Sometimes even in love, people hold back because they don't know what to expect. I feel like this is new for them. I feel like they're not accustomed to a whole lot of loving, positive relationships. And once they find one, it's almost like it's uncomfortable. When you spend so much time in shitty relationships, or you spend so much time being used or hurt or, taken advantage of by somebody, I feel like it's almost like complacency. You get used to it. And when you find someone that doesn't treat you that way, it's almost like it's outer worldly. Like it doesn't make sense to you. And it's hard for you to give to the situation because it's almost like you feel like if you change anything, it's going to mess it up. But like I said, I do see this person coming forward. I do see them, opening up communication and letting you know how they truly feel. And I feel like this is because of the fact that they've been having those late nights. They're dealing with that anxiety because they know that they didn't do what they should have done. They were too busy looking at the negatives. But like I said, I do see them reaching out. I do see them nurturing the situation with that Aquarius energy. They do want to build that foundation with you. This isn't over. Like I said, with that Tower card in reverse, this may even feel like it was completely over. But it's not. It's not over for you. It's not over for them. And I feel like the biggest push here is them finally trusting their intuition and realizing that, what they have in you. I feel like they may, like I said, I feel like they may have been dealing with a lot of situations where they didn't know how to express their love because it's been so long since they actually had those feelings, and it's been so long since there's been someone truly worthy of it. I see a lot of good fortune coming. I feel like things are really going to take off. Like I said, a lot of forward movement. I feel like once this like blockage in their feelings is released, I feel like things are going to, go in a very positive direction very quickly. And I feel like this is something that you both wanted from the beginning. It just wasn't right before. But that's why we have the Magician. I feel like that's why things have changed. Things are starting to go in the way that they were supposed to go in the beginning. This isn't over. I feel like this is just the beginning. I feel like now opening up with this person and actually getting to the root of how they feel for you that's what's going to move this forward. This is what's going to make the biggest difference, is the fact that you're actually going to get some clarification. You're going to get some confirmation. And it's going to make it a lot easier to give the situation, knowing that is not one-sided. Nobody wants to be in a relationship that's one-sided. Nobody wants to be in a relationship where they feel like you're going in different directions. And I feel like you guys were very compatible. You guys had things going for you, but the fact that really stopped this train from moving was the fact that they couldn't acknowledge how they felt to you. Having those feelings for someone is one thing, but if you can't share that with that person, then it's like you don't have the feelings at all. At least to them it is. Like you can love somebody as much as you want, but if you don't acknowledge it to them, they're never going to know. And they're only going to take things of what they see, like at face value. But I feel like we have some Aquarius energy here. You know, could be dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. A lot of water here as well, so Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. And some fire too. So I mean, you could be dealing with another Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. But that's what I have for you. Like I said, look for that communication to come. I feel like it's going to be a surprise. But then again, it's really not. I feel like deep down you kind of knew how they felt. You just were confused by the fact that they weren't actually saying it or they weren't acting on it. But like I said, things are looking up here. And that's what I have for you. So be good. Take care. Stay safe.